He killed him, squashed his head, cut him ordinarily, and that wasn't sufficient, he heated up his soup, and dispersed it to the destitute in the city. His main concern was not to leave his home. The admissions that 29-year-old Daniel Rakowitz made to his flatmate Monica Beale resembled blood and gore films. Daniel Rakowitz was brought into the world in 1960 in Post-Leonard Wood, Missouri, USA. He experienced childhood in the unassuming community of Rockport, Texas, where he was raised by his dad, a sheriff's representative who he guarantees committed him to mental clinics. Rakowitz, who had an upset youth, was portrayed by his neighbors in New York, US, as somebody who took a pet chicken any place he went and routinely welcomed individuals to his strict clique, the 966 Church. He adored Hitler. As per his neighbors, Rakowitz was clearly an exceptionally odd individual. He adored Hitler, and each and every individual who knew and saw him said that he enjoyed killing creatures. One of his neighbors, Jerry, said the accompanying regarding him in 1989. Daniel wanted to kill creatures, he would kill his pets constantly. I saw that he had a ton of felines, a great deal of them. He had like 3 canines that he killed. Rakowitz moved to New York from Texas in 1985 and met Sylvia and Sean, a couple who lived in a 2-bed loft and before long moved in with them. His landlord, Sylvia, said he frequently babbled about his unusual convictions, telling her, "I'm the master of rulers and my devotees will take over in 1992. I will kill him." At the point when the couple moved out of the condo, Rakowitz dreaded they would throw her out. Around then he met Monica Beale, a 26-year-old artist from Switzerland, and put her name on the property's rent. Notwithstanding, when Beale let Rakowitz know that he believed him should leave the loft, he ended up being exceptionally furious, and Rakowitz started looking at killing him after this solicitation. Sylvia depicted these minutes by saying, Daniel would go through this the entire day. He would agree, "I will kill her," and after 5 minutes he would address himself, "No, I love him and I won't kill him." At first Sylvia didn't view him in a serious way, yet on Thursday, August 17th, Rakowitz told her that he wanted to kill Beale the following day and requested her assistance in discarding the body. Sylvia had clarified that she wouldn't assist him with anything, it was insane to say he. However, Rakowitz was super apprehensive, terrified, and being destitute made him exceptionally restless. After so much, Sylvia didn't visit the condo the following day. However, when she ventured onto the road of the house on Saturday, she understood that something was off base. He had his head in the pot in the kitchen. When inside the loft, Sylvia found something awful. There was a pot on the oven and in the pot was Monica's head. He was totally singed and his eyes were shut. Then, at that point, recalling what she had found, Sylvia proceeded. "I strolled to the furthest limit of the restroom, however I didn't go in. I saw what resembled a ribcage in the bath, everything was open. It was simply brimming with bones, ribs and blood. I left right away, and I was shaking so terrible I was unable to try and lock the entryway. Then, at that point, I locked the entryway in light of the fact that in the event that anybody saw this I think." Sylvia left the loft after the grim disclosure and called Rakowitz, orchestrating to meet him in Tompkins Square. Rakowitz told Sylvia that Beale requested that she move out, was with a companion from the evil church in Brooklyn after a contention with her, and that he choked the youthful artist with an electrical rope prior to proceeding to choke her utilizing his hands. Reviewing the horrendous subtleties, Sylvia said, "He choked her to death, and when she passed on, he said he squashed her head multiple times and wounded her in excess of multiple times. He let me know he involved her chest as a cutting board. As per charges, he eated his cerebrum." As per Sean, Rakowitz additionally cut off Beale's head, arms and legs in the bath. Rakowitz not in the least did these, yet in addition eviscerated his body, supposedly ate his cerebrum, and heated up his remaining parts in soup. Sliver reviews this large number of terrifying minutes. He let me know that he ate her mind and that his companion ate a piece of it. He heated up her and was all the while hacking her. He wasn't finished at this point. He cut her into little pieces, he told me. He washed in excess of 1,000 pieces away for good. He additionally said he planned to take care of Monica to the destitute in the recreation area. He said, before long, Rakowitz started boasting about the homicide to everyone around him, and before long bits of gossip started to spread that he had cooked Beale's remaining parts in soup and took care of them to vagrants. Hank, who was Rakowitz's neighbor at that point, said, a couple of days after the occurrence, before Rakowitz was in the papers, the vagrants in the recreation area were saying, better believe it, Dan gave us soup yesterday. They were joking about it, yet they were pretty nauseated. They conceded they certainly got soup from this person just after the episode. They were kidding such that appeared to be legit. Nobody grumbled, he was free for a really long time. In spite of Rakowitz's admissions, it took nearly weeks for a police report to be recorded. Since Sylvia swore that she could never report this man to the police, taking into account that he experienced childhood in troublesome circumstances. Be that as it may, when he accepted Rakowitz's recommendation and left the condo, Sean let specialists know what occurred. Investigators found no proof of homicide when they initially looked through the loft, yet when they got back to the condo once more, they found Sylvia there and got composed explanations from both Sean and a neighbor implicating Rakowitz. Ultimately, Sylvia admitted to all that Rakowitz had told her. After his capture, Rakowitz drove police to a stockroom where he kept Beale's skull and bones in a can. At the point when informed that Rakowitz had guaranteed someone else was engaged with the homicide, an official working on it supposedly answered, I don't trust that briefly. Besides, officials presumed that Rakowitz's companion from the Congregation of Satan never existed and that he was most likely a fanciful figure. The case has been opened once more. Yet, in 1992, police returned the case following reports that a clique known as the Congregation of Satisfied Dream might have assisted Rakowitz with carrying out the homicide. Policing the clique might have supported Rakowitz as a component of a sinister ceremony, and they captured one of the individuals, Randy Easterday, on charges of helping the wrongdoing. Be that as it may, he was subsequently delivered after the New York lead prosecutor's office said they needed more proof to convict him. In 1991, a jury viewed Rakowitz not entirely liable by reason of craziness. Rakowitz, presently 63, has since been held at the most extreme security Kirby legal psychiatry place.